All right, guys, what's going on? It's another week passed by, and we've got patch 0.0.15. I said it the whole way through this time. Of course, I've got my lovely guest, Fork, joining me to talk about him today.
Hi, hi.
How's it going, Fork? So yeah, we enjoyed talking about him last week, and we're just gonna keep rolling with that. And without further ado, we're gonna jump right into these patch notes. There's some pretty big changes this week. Not just not many card changes, but I guess game mechanic changes this week.
Yeah,
Um,
I was suffice to say, I was pretty freaking surprised.
yeah, there's some pretty big changes. So basically, they have if you had played it before in all the previous patches, there were just four cards, and every turn, if depending on how many you played, you always got a full new hand. That's
Yes.
changed. So, oof, and changed in a
Now
big
now
way.
it is hey, oh, it's a change, man. Now you have a maximum hand size of 6 cards. You will
Hmm.
draw 2 cards at the beginning of your turn. Or is it when you hit end turn? When you end your turn, you draw 2 cards.
Yeah, when you end your turn.
Only 2. You don't fill your hand back up.
Yeah.
In addition to that, you start the game with 3 cards instead of a full hand.
Mm.
I think I was right off the bat. I'm just going to say that I was fully on board with this change when I saw it. Taken aback, like, what the hell, really?
Yeah.
Um, but after playing around, I can safely say that I think it's a very good change for the game.
I absolutely agree. We just played a couple matches, and I've been playing a few online, and it's the thing I like about it is now if I play my entire hand, I don't have a full hand to re-counter that play. Like if I'm going all in, I'm all in, and I've got to hope that they don't have a counter for
Whatever
at
your
least
plan is,
yeah, whatever
yeah.
you play, right? So I'm a huge fan of this change. I think it might be interesting, right? If whoever goes first gets four cards instead of three.
I feel like a
Again,
change like that would really help balance out the extra core.
right,
Because now, like, it's a lot riskier for player one to push for all of those cores.
right, exactly.
Because that could be a huge loss of tempo.
Yeah. But again, this is a new change. We'll see how it pans out. But I'm a fan of it. I like it brings more variety into styles of play.
Yes, yes,
And
yes, yes. Perhaps Vitruvian, the slowest of the factions.
yes,
Sorry,
it's
not Vitruvian. I meant Abyssian, the slowest of the factions.
oh yes, yes. Yeah,
Just
so
edit that in post or don't, whatever.
but still, I mean, even so, like it helps build towards those like even Songhai I think gets a buff from this, right? Their devastating spell combos could be, they can save a few of those cards instead of trying to replace them just to get more cards through your deck. Yeah, so I'm interested to see how it plays out. I think there are going to be many more changes to cards and possibly how this new hand design goes. And then they added to the
Definitely.
UI, I guess to be noted, that it tells you out of six how many cards they have in their hand. So you know what they've got, or at least you don't know what they have, but how many cards they have,
Mm-hmm.
which is nice.
Yeah,
It just
yeah, yeah, yeah.
sometimes I get a little confused on which one's mana, which one's the hand, but that's just me.
I think, hmm, I don't know. I'm still not 100% sold on the new UI anyways.
Yeah.
Um, but it seems like the push up to 6 cards kind of needed this change. So they were probably planning it the whole time.
Right.
Because I mean,
Exactly.
if you introduce that smaller change and then you introduce a larger one, and now that it's at 6 cards, it doesn't really feel like, I don't know, the it being at 6 cards and the bottom and top both like filling up the whole screen. It
Hmm.
feels more balanced, and it just it feels better. In addition to, I'm sure they've made some super minor tweaks to the top part of the UI, anyways.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, it's almost like they had known this change was coming, but instead of dropping it, like a bomb, they just, split. It's like, okay, we'll just fix, tweak the UI, and now it's like, oh yeah, it makes sense. There's no room at the bottom anymore for all that stuff, unless you're going to make everything
Hmm.
tiny. So yeah, I mean, I like again, I think there will still be some additional tweaks that come within within the weeks, not only from the UI but from the cards. Um, I mean, anything else you want to add about this big change?
Um, Not really. I'm very excited to see how this changes play, and I'm very excited to see how many more people are like, oh no, Mechazor is totally viable thanks to this new pace.
Yeah.
I feel like Mechazor is gonna be a big thing.
Oh, that's true. I think there are there are a few card changes that we'll talk about that I think are going to kind of introduce some different styles, or at least I think bring more Abyssian into play if they weren't already a big deal.
Oh yeah.
Um, but
They like Abyssian loves neutral minions
yes, they do. Um,
a
so yeah, so we'll
lot.
yeah we'll see. I like I said, I really like it. I'm curious if they're going to bring more units or more spells into the game that maybe allow you to draw additional cards, things like that. That's something a new mechanic
I
they could
definitely no,
introduce.
it's that's like I think I saw them tweet actually. They were either tweeting or in the Kickstarter email they sent out. They were like, "What? We're talking about cantrips already?" And a cantrip is like a one cost card that like draws you a card in addition.
Gotcha,
In Magic the Gathering, at least, it's a term that's basically you do a thing, but also you cantrip. You just draw a card.
gotcha.
And generally, it's just thrown out on as like a sweet bonus. So I'm stoked. I'm,
Yeah,
I'm stoked, buddy.
this is the start, man. This is a start for a big shift in the game. I also think
Hmm.
it kind of helps pace it out too, right? Because
Yeah,
before you always had four cards, and at the end you're just like literally it's a slugfest. Like who's got more
you're just going
powerful
full like
skills?
pow, 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 just
Yeah,
punching each other in the face.
and this becomes a little more.
This one, I don't know. It feels more strategic.
Yes,
It
yeah,
is going to make the barrier of entry like a bit higher. It's going to be harder for new people to pick up the game, I
that's
think.
true.
Maybe just a little bit, not the basic game, but it's going to be harder to get better at the game because it's just another subtlety that you need to keep in mind when you're playing.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely one more complexity to deal with. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next. On to the
Yes.
card changes. There's only a couple, I
Art
think, this time.
changes.
Well,
There,
only
there's
mechanically two.
yeah, mechanically too. Art. Oh man.
Art, few more. Um, what is this? The Blood Tier Alchemist, changing from
Blood. Is it okay, devs? I know that you watch this. Blood tier or blood tear? Which one is it? Please
oh
let us know.
that's a good point.
It's important to me, all right? But yeah, it changes. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so basically, it was a two mana cost, 2/1 that would do one damage to any minion. They've now opened it to do one damage to any minion or general.
This,
Um, whew,
ooh, that is a really good change. I would love. I need to see this play. If anybody has this happen to them, your enemy general, the person you're playing against, is at one health, and they surround themselves, and they're like, "Hell yeah, you're not gonna get to me, punk!" And then
yeah.
you just play a blood terror tier or whatever. You just play an alchemist, and it's just,
Yep.
I want to see it.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen for sure. I also think this is a nice minion to get rid of general's artifacts.
Yes, that is.
Um,
It's two mana. You get a body for it, and you say, "Hey, you know what? You're not gonna do that."
I mean, because there are times when playing as Vitruvian, I've got my blast. I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna take a two beat. I'm gonna take two hits right here, but it's okay. I'm gonna have my blast. I'm gonna be able to escape this and still have it. Blood, this alchemist, blood alchemist, we'll just call him that for now. Could prevent that blast artifact from
Mm-hmm.
staying on my character, or the Songhai ranged artifact. Any of those artifacts. So, God,
Definitely, he's really really good for that.
yeah.
It kind of got me thinking. Actually, I think it'd be really cool to see a faction or maybe some cards that play off of your general losing health.
Hmm.
Maybe it gets stronger as your general takes
Oh,
damage or
I
something
think
like that.
there are a couple cards. They're legendary or exotic, whatever the orange one is. But I think they're called Avengers, and there's like a ranged one. Every time your general takes damage, he gets like 2 damage.
Well, there's that, yeah. There's definitely that. But I mean maybe like more permanent stuff.
Ooh, okay.
Like the creature itself gets stronger in some way.
Oh yeah, that's what this Avenger does. He gets two more damage.
Oh, well then. I thought you meant he dealt 2 damage.
No, he gets 2 damage, and then so there's the there. I think they're both called Avengers. They're both orange types, but there's the Defender, who every time your minion or your general takes damage, he recovers full health.
Okay, cool.
And I think he doesn't have taunt,
Yeah,
but
no, there are some things that work off of your general taking damage.
yeah,
Okay, cool. I want to see more of it. I want it to be more obvious because
yeah,
it's
they're just
awesome.
more. I think they're really rare
I
cards.
want to
That's the
make
problem.
a deck built around hurting myself. All right.
Mm. Hey, Magmar is the place to be right now.
Oh man, rip in pieces, Magmar.
Yeah. All right, let's jump on to the rights
Right
to
of
the
the
what is this? The
right of the
Undervault.
Undervault. Right of the Undervault. This
This card.
is
Oh,
I
go
have
ahead, man.
never played this card, but with the like I'm pretty sure I definitely have this card, but I was never playing it before because my action bar is gonna fill up anyways. It's a wasted slot.
Yeah.
Now, however, you're going second, you get this turn one, have some gas.
Yeah, that is terrifying.
It is a very good card now, and I'm not sure how strong I want draw to be in Duelist.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably got to be a delicate balance. I mean, this card still seems really strong. You're right. If I'm going second and I get this card first, I got a full hand. You better look out.
Mhm. I mean, mind you, you're not going to get any of the bubbles, but you have a full hand.
Yeah, I mean that's. I mean, you might still get one, but it's
Well, you know what?
yeah,
It might not be as strong as we think, actually. I think this is one of those where we need to wait and see.
maybe.
Carefully timed, I think it's good, but I don't think it's an instant like, oh, turn one, I drop this right away, because it doesn't take that long to get a full hand.
That's true because you are pulling 2 cards
Yeah,
per
it's
round.
not
Yeah.
like I'm only drawing one card, I'm drawing two.
Yeah.
That's a third of my hand size. It's actually not too hard. We'll
Well,
see.
the reason I think this card's also strong though is because let's say you played a couple mana crystals, so you have a higher mana cap.
Do those let you get above 9?
Oh, I don't know. I assumed it would, but maybe I'm wrong.
We should find out.
Yeah.
Somebody
Um,
let us know.
but so I mean, the way I look at this is a late game card, right? You've played a couple minions. You've played some of your weak stuff, like some quick one, 1, 2, 3 mana stuff because you've got like a low cost deck. You throw this card out, you get a full new hand, and you keep playing, right?
Hmm.
Maybe I think it could be used as a
If there were the perfect storm,
yes.
I think in Magic this would be called a little bit janky, but I'm
Yeah,
definitely interested to see how much of a toolkit it becomes.
yeah, definitely. We will surely find out soon. Um, on to the artwork.
Oh man. Oh man. Okay, so last time we spoke, last time we patched
That's
noted.
troo.
I said if these placeholder critters go away, I'm gonna cry. Somebody cut an onions, man.
Oh man, it's
Placeholder critters are gone
they
for
are
Chaos Elemental and Vindicator.
poor little Batten. What was he? A heart with wings?
I don't know. He looks like a jelly blob from like JRPG stuff.
Yeah, maybe so.
But I'm gonna miss the bat forever. I'm gonna try to
I hope
find somebody
I
to make
hope
me a
they'll be back.
plushie of them.
I mean, in the patch notes it says the placeholder critters will be back. So
And it's got the little deal with it
yeah,
thing. That's adorable.
but let's talk about him. Jack's True Sight. I know I
Oh
saw
my
a couple tweets from you
God.
about this one, and you're spot on. So I'll let you share your opinion on it.
Jack's true sight is Jace Beleren from Magic the Gathering, in Tron. That's exactly what he is. And he throws identity discs in his animation, and the little mini jaxes that get summoned in each unoccupied corner of the board, those are also identity discs that
Yeah.
shoot like lasers. This is the most Tron thing ever, and it's going to be an instant include in all of my decks once I have one.
Oh, it is a fantastic ad.
Also, he's a really good card, especially with the new pacing now.
Yes, I absolutely agree. He is really, really strong. I also, I think
Also,
I saw the devs were talking that he is actually from the same universe or same area that,
same like subset faction, or there's like sub factions now or
yeah,
something.
as the silhouette tracer. So that's interesting. I
Hmm.
didn't even know there were sub factions happening,
I
but
didn't either, but I
they
think that's
are.
pretty rad.
So yeah. On to the what was once the little fun little bat is now a hulking flamehead beast.
Yeah,
Chaos Elemental.
it's
Ooh.
definitely better fitting to its stats, I have to say.
Yeah.
And I watched the time lapse of the guy making this,
Hmm.
and I wasn't too thrilled with it. But now seeing it on the card, I very much enjoy it.
Well, and I think I saw an animation of his attack, and he like does a swirl tornado of fire,
Yeah, yeah,
which
it's actually
ooh,
really cool.
it looked. I was like, what's the cost? That's a 3 cost. Man, that looks like it ends the
Every,
game.
right? It looks like that's like a 7 drop or something, but it's nope. 3 mana, get a pillar of flame, no
Yep.
big deal.
Sweet. I wish it was that easy in real life.
Right? Jesus.
Oof. And then
And
the little jelly
jelly
blob,
meat.
the Vindicator.
Yeah,
Another
the
again
Vindicator.
another 3 cost card that looks awesome.
Yeah, what the hell is with like what is with all these awesome cards at every art? Come on, man. You're supposed to make the comments be like, "Oh yeah, that's kind of cool, I
He's
guess."
kind of generic.
Oh, well, these guys are pretty rare too, so
That's true. That does. But what has
that's
he got?
probably it.
4
Uh
hands of swords going on.
what no, it's actually only 3 hands of
Oh,
swords.
3 hands. Oh well, yeah. My
Yeah, the
bad.
other one's just there to give you the finger because he's the Vindicator.
Yeah, it's whew, that's a
He's
scary
rad.
card, man.
He
Hey,
is
it looks
rad.
great though.
It definitely looks great. Phenomenal job on all of these pieces of
Yeah.
art.
God.
Especially Drat, especially Jax.
Yeah.
Somebody's after my heart and they're getting it.
Oh man, I want this card, the Jax card, just because it will synergize so well with my Portal Guardians and my vet deck.
Oh God. Get out of here.
Yeah, yeah, that's good.
I want a figurine of him.
Let's see. So there are a couple. I guess there are some bug fixes and some
Yeah,
minor stuff.
they made a small quality of life improvement. They added this thing that they're calling sticky targeting.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
when you move a unit, it will stay selected if it can attack an enemy, like if there's an enemy within range of its attack.
Yep, yep. So don't
So
haste through your movements and turns. I did that once or twice already. I was
yeah,
like,
it's
oof.
pretty cool. I mean, I generally like do my moves and then decide how I'm gonna attack.
Yeah, me too.
Um, so I don't know if I'll use it too much, but I did use it when you and I were playing earlier.
It's not bad. I'll tell you, it is awesome when like you've literally taken your entire time and you see that bar counter going like, oh god, I gotta do all the moves. It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah, yeah. It's
It,
definitely gonna help out in those timer situations.
so I'm a
Um,
fan of it. It just takes a little bit of you
yeah,
know
getting
altering
used to
my
it.
process of moving
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
attacking. So
To make sure you use it.
yeah. So
Um, the only bug fix that I really want to talk about here
oh, this is
is
a big one.
the juxtaposition fix.
Hmm.
Juxtaposition is a song high spell that basically swaps the place of any 2 units. Minions, I think. Let me check. Oh, it
It's
doesn't. It's not a link to the card, but it swaps the position of 2 units.
two
We'll say
minions. It is.
minions.
You're right. It's 2 minions.
Okay, and apparently there was a bug where units would just fly off the screen. And I never saw that. It sounds hilarious, and I wish that I'd seen it. So just please, oh my God,
If
put it
you
back
have this
in
clip,
and let me see it. Yeah, if you have this clip, please share it with us.
please share with us. Devs, if you have this clip, send it to us. We want to see this.
I want to
This sounds
see it.
hysterical.
Devs, if you send us like a GIF or something to use, we'll put it at the beginning of the next episode.
It will. Oh man, it will be fantastic. You're right. I definitely want to see that. Um, I'm trying to figure out what like I'm imagining like a ragdoll effect, but I'm like, well, it's pixels, so.
It maybe it just like slides off the screen. Like, what if it like moves like really slow, just like bye, see you later.
Uh,
Ah.
or
But
yeah,
I imagine it just like shoots off like pew,
pew.
gone.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's like a rocket just flying off the map. But yeah, if anyone has that, please, I just want to see it. I want to see a clip of it.
I really want to see it. I hope it's not like something disappointing, like it just vanishes. That'd be lame.
Yeah, but I feel like the way it's worded, it literally was flying off the screen.
Yeah, I could. Oh God, I want to see it.
Even if it's flying down like the shades from the deal with it, I'm okay with that. It's gonna become the new deal with it. It'll just be the Duelyst deal with it.
Duel with it. Oh,
Ooh.
I'm making memes for you. There we
Oh,
go.
there you go. There you
There
go.
we go. Memes.
Well,
Memes. Right.
like I said, some pretty big changes, but not a whole lot of card changes. But Fork, thanks for joining me again for another patch notes.
Hey, no problem, man. Thanks for having me. This is a ton of fun.
This is a blast. Guys, let us know what you guys think about these changes. Are you excited about them? Are you not happy about them? Did we miss something? Let us know and shoot us a like. Fork, I'll put your info at you got the tweets, you got the YouTubes. Anything else you want to promote?
Yeah. If you want to talk trash about how bad I am at Duelist, go ahead and send me a tweet. My handle is @forkh. You can also check out my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/user/fork4h. I do weekly Duelist videos, Friday Night Duelist. What? I'm terrible, and that's what you should watch. And tell me how bad I am.
He's terrible. He's terrible.
I'm terrible.
Yeah, I'll put a link to both of those in the description of this video. And
Fantastic.
yeah, man. Thanks
All right.
again. We'll do this again next week.
Woohoo!
See you guys.
Bye.
Hey guys, one last thing I forgot to mention during patch notes is they mentioned on the forums is that there is going to be a wipe, meaning you are going to lose all the cards you have acquired. We will go back to the basic set of cards. Don't worry too much. The developers have been pretty good about giving us large amounts of gold to open booster packs, lots of crafting materials. So don't worry about it. Again, we're still in alpha or pre-alpha, so expect more of this to happen and keep loving the game. Keep bringing feedback.